Namaste. Welcome to Love Wins. I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful reality. This is the safe space I created for all things spiritual warfare. If you are new here, welcome. If you're here, there's a message for you. That's how this works. I set the intention that these messages find who they're meant to find as they're meant to find them. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're returning, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for serving with me in this game of life where we're done playing Matrix games, right? So I got my baby back. Another insane travel day. First day of the Gregorian New Year. Left the house at 5, up against unseen forces. Missed my flight with 30 minutes to go before takeoff, but you know, I did. Chaos. The intention was chaos, but ended up getting there anyways. I didn't have to. My original flight would have had me sitting in Vegas for 15 hours. 15 hours before I flew back with Jacob. But because of the missing of my flight, I found a cheaper place to park that had amazing customer service. Brought me back to the car, and their shuttle doesn't leave until you start the car. So like, amazing. So I saved money, got a better flight thanks to an angel, a true angel. Thank you. Got a better flight later in the day, so I went and had breakfast that wasn't airport food. So I had a regular breakfast, a little more rest, got back to the airport, didn't have to take all of what I had to put into parking, got to fly Delta instead of Spirit, my seat reclined, I got ginger ale and a cookie. Did I say my seat reclined? And I got there just enough time to like go stretch, have something to drink. I got a coconut water, get my Jacob and get him something to snack on and get on the plane and come home. And it was a way better day, but it was supposed to not be. I was crying. I was so sad that I missed that flight. She wouldn't let me through. She said the plane is already full, even though I had a ticket. But I didn't check in online, and that just irks me. That irks me because if I bought a ticket, that means I have a seat. I don't like to check in online. I like to check in when I'm at the airport. I'm at the airport, meaning I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, it's a make it make sense thing for me. But because I didn't check in online. I guess they gave my seat away to somebody else who was like waiting for a seat, or I don't know. But there were I could have rebooked with them, but there wasn't a flight till the next day. I would have already been back here. You know, my returning flight was at midnight. But it happens. Thank you. Blessed and protected. Claim it. In your reality, claim it. I am blessed. I am protected. You reap what you sow, and you've been sowing good seeds. Right? So, spiritual warfare. Funny story. Last night, Bella wants to play Bloody Mary, right? I told her, no, I'm not doing that. Why, Mom? Are you scared? Is it real? Like, she wanted me to tell her if it was real or wasn't real. Why didn't I want to do it? Am I scared of it? You know, she's 5. She's got a lot of questions. I can tell you I did it as a kid. I don't believe I ever saw anything, but I think I told people I did, and I think I believed I did, but yeah, I didn't see anything. Because now, like, being so in tune and aware of energy, I have seen shadows, and I've seen dark entities, and I've seen the hag, the one that comes over you in your dreams, or when you not your dreams, you're actually like awake when they come over you, and it looks like the thing coming out of the TV than the movie The Ring. Yeah, I said you're not welcome here, and it dissipated in smoke and disappeared. And I didn't feel fearful at all. Like, I felt in control, and I felt my spiritual authority in that moment. But anyways, deviating, Bloody Mary, I explained it to her this way because I only speak the truth, and I parent from the truth. I said anything can be a portal because everything is energy. You're pulling in the energy. Your laptop, your iPad, your TV, your phone, a glass of any kind, a mirror is a portal, right? So it's the thoughts and the energy. And if you either believe or don't believe that there is this evil entity, this spirit, this dark spirit, why would you want to summon it through a portal? Right? Like, I don't want to do that, Bella. So you're on your own. I knew she wouldn't do it on her own. She did recruit. She found a recruitment. My nephew agreed to do it with her. Kid who's done it many a times, right? And so they do it one time, and she freaks out. She says the light flickered, the candle flickered, and now Jacob wants to do it. So they do it again. Jacob swears something touched his back. My nephew freaked out because my brother came walking up the stairs and like walked into the bathroom when he was like just getting scared, and like they all had their woo. I'm like, well, I know what I know, and a mirror is a portal, and whether this entity is real or not real, I question everything. So now I gotta clean up. Now I gotta clean up the mess, right? Because that's what we do. We've been scapegoated because what we really do is just we clean up the mess. But in our unconscious state, we enable all of the bad behavior while we're cleaning it up because, like, we're so badass like that. So I go to the bathroom and I stare in the mirror with my sage. Whatever entity was just conjured, just summoned, you're not welcome here. Your presence isn't welcome here. Please go back to wherever you came from. Thank you. You're dismissed. This house is protected by the Most High. You don't have access. Thank you, and have a good day. Bam. If I'm crazy or not crazy, if you believe or you don't believe, it don't hurt to clean up the mess, right? Because there's just too much crazy stuff going on in this world. So why not? Why not? Be aware. Protect your energy. Protect your space, right? So, needless to say, you know what happened to me last night? Exactly what I knew was gonna happen to me. They took my piece. Mom, I'm scared. I have to go to the bathroom. Can you come with me? Will you turn on the light? It's dark in there. I can't fall asleep by myself. Can we sleep with the light on? Yeah, that's what happened to me. Right? So this is that thing. This is that spiritual warfare. This is how it plays out. It's not that serious. It is, but it isn't, right? Raise your vibration. Claim your authority. Speak your truth. And have faith in which you can feel the things felt but not seen, the knowing, the wisdom, the sovereignty. Meow. And she's been insane trying to get my attention, like, since I got back. And, like, crazy cat. But, let me pause this real quick and I'll be right back. Okay. So. Bella's listening to music, so there may be some background songs happening. And Jacob's still sleeping. Every time he does these travel trips, he comes back exhausted, and it takes days for him to get back into like a regular schedule. And like last night, neither of them would fall asleep because they were scared. But it's like late morning, and I let him sleep till the afternoon, and then I'm gonna wake him up and we're gonna go sledding. That's the plan. I'm trying to get motivated. I need to get warm. Maybe a hot bath and then sledding. But I don't know. Maybe it'll just be a Netflix and chill day. I don't know. But I'm just saying. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, so like, you know, I got my baby back. But like, he tried me again. This was the last visitation from the judge, like the required visitation, and then it's pre-trial and trial. And he was like trying to get me to agree for Jacob to come and spend more time with him early February, like right before court. And I said no. I said no because, like, it takes him a long time to recover after this. When he's there, my son's telling me he can't breathe. And, like, I'm hip to the game, right? He tried to use his birthday, but I mean, Jacob's first birthday, he was in New Orleans with another girl. Like, he didn't even celebrate his birthday with him. So, like, it's really not as important as he makes it out to be for his image. And I was like, whatever you promised him, y'all can do, you know, when you come for court, since you're going to be here anyways around the same time, right? And then he did the whole narcissistic thing where they go off in the messages. And Jacob told me, you're talking shit about me, and and it ended with, you're just as delusional as you always have been. Just as delusional as you always have been. See, the thing is, and we have talked in this channel about how narcissism is modern day demon possession, right? It's like, it's just this dark energy that has control over somebody. And they tell on themselves all the time. If I'm here for the healing, right? Like, really, if that's what I'm here for, is the healing. And I have these different views and beliefs that are against the system in ways of just seeing the corruption in the system. I'm not against school. I think there's just a better way we can do it, where mental health is more of a priority. And it's not part of the agenda to keep people numb and dumb and running on the hamster wheel. The elite, delete, the Rockefellers, the Rothschild, like all of this corruption, to, you know, like all of that stuff has already been exposed. I'm not here to expose that stuff. I just was like hip to it because I went down those rabbit holes and I made choices that would benefit me as a person, as a mother for my children. But it was against the grain, right? And then I'm getting in relationships with people who don't really understand what I'm doing and choose image over substance, I guess. I don't know, but the reason we broke up in the very first place is because I called out where he was fake in life with relationships. I said, why do you go to your family and you present yourself this way? Your family you're supposed to be yourself with. That should be the one place where you can be yourself at your family, and you go there and you put on a show. And you come back home and like, I'm cleaning up your mess. I'm cleaning up your mess, right? And I was the blogger, so I blogged about that. And this was a war that was created a very long time ago because just my truth exposed his lies. And his lies is his livelihood. He has an image based off of these lies. This is narcissism. Bella always seems to interrupt right when I'm hitting something that we're gonna let's follow and get right back to the subject at hand. Narcissism. You know, I just happen to be, my nose itching like crazy. I was a problem, and I needed to be a problem. So the story needed to be I was delusional. And then all this time I'm building my practice, truth speaker, as a healer. Like really that was what I was like doing, studying my astrology, studying the tarot, studying all of these esoteric things, going deeper down rabbit holes and just getting present and seeing the truth in everything. And I went into the hermit mode of doing it because I was so distracted cleaning up messes, because I believed in that golden rule. We don't talk bad about the other parent as long as the other parent is trying to better themselves. You know, you don't want to tell your kids bad things about the other parent. But what I learned from that mistake, I did that the first time. I didn't tell the children all of the things that were going on. And then when it all blew up, it was his story and my story, and there was just so much confusion. And in a state of confusion, that's where manipulation happens. It's still confusion. Really, it's confusion. I'm not doing that this time. Because when it was just me cleaning up your messes and sacrificing my life to clean up the messes of your life, it was, you know, I tolerated it because that's what I know. That's what I was raised doing, cleaning up other people's messes. That's what I'm still doing in this house, cleaning up other people's messes. But this time I'm not putting my life on hold. I'm not putting my dreams on hold. I'm not putting my purpose on hold. I'm sure as fuck not putting my children on hold. It took my son getting hit and my son coming to me, and I was backed into a corner. What are you going to do? Are you going to protect your son? Are you going to tell the truth? Are you going to remove the abuser? Or are you going to clean up the mess and allow the abuse to happen? Because it's not the first time it happened. Just the other people don't want to speak up. A 6-year-old boy is braver than his aunt. A 6-year-old boy is braver than the mother of his sister. A 6-year-old boy is braver than a family who knows that something's not right. They've seen the tantrums, they've seen the drug, they've seen the alcohol, they've seen the arrests. They've seen the cycle and the downfall, the spiral. There's too much seen. I just want to protect my son. Spirits or no spirits. Dark magic or no dark magic. I'm talking about like real life. Real life. There's too much of the unseen that is now seen. And these shadows have nowhere to hide. There's too many lies. Way too many lies. So I have here on my notes, energy trick. What symptoms did you used to suffer from that you don't anymore? Right? So I was thinking at that time about how someone had said gas. And I'm smiling at an email because this whole closing of a cycle, that email is very significant, but that's not for this. What symptoms did you used to suffer from? I used to get gas when I was with my ex-husband. And we worked at the gun shows. Just think about the gun energy I was in, right? Like, not a peaceful place, right? All of the crazy people coming in to buy guns and selling guns. Wow, I was at a battlefield. But that's another story too. But I used to work with him on the weekends. I was the paperwork manager for writing up and calling in the background checks and whatnot. And I had really bad gas cramps that I would have to take gas X. So, and like my stomach would hurt so freaking bad. I didn't know like what I know now about being an empath and about energy. And my particular, one of my gifts is I pull in the energy of the person, the people I'm in, like their physical pain. I feel it in my body. So like I was getting hit with so much root energy, sacral energy, out of balance, toxic, just not good energy, and I was absorbing it, right? And that was the cramp. But since my ex-husband is not in my life, I haven't had gas problems. Like maybe like I'll get bloating from eating something bad, or like, oh, I shouldn't have ate that chili type of thing. But like it's not a regular thing. I've not taken gas X since working for those gun shows. So like I had that download. If you want to know where your energy's been siphoned in your life, think about things that have hurt along the way that aren't a factor now. And in your journaling, in your reflection, in your shadow work, who was around me at that time, right? And that's like a good place to start putting pieces together. And that was a hint that like that's for somebody. So yeah, so the email was a meditation from Aaron Daughtry. Aaron Daughtry was part of when I had the awakening to the whole multidimensional reality and energy and vibration. Like he was one of my teachers, my guides in that time. And he did a meditation for shifting timelines. And that meditation started in this room before all of this happened. Bella was a baby. In this house, in this room. This room was my sister's room, and on the wall, she called it, there was a picture, the creation station. It was what she had written on a poster board in her room. And now, on the other side, after the New Year's, of the closing of a 9-year chapter, a year 9, ending of a cycle, stepping into a 10, a new beginning, I got the notification. It's a meditation. It said, my gift to you, and which is what he sends to everybody on the email list, right? And it's a meditation. And I just smiled. I didn't even see the whole email, what the meditation was, but the fact that that meditation popped up right now, giving this message in this space, in this room, when I'm about to go take a salt bath, I'm going to play that meditation, right? Freaking amazing. And actually, I'm going to link that meditation down below in the description. So if anyone wants to do it, I don't even know what it's about, but I'll follow through in the description. And I love you guys. Love wins, okay? If this message is finding you today and this resonates, go back through the history of these videos, because although it's chronologically, it's my timeline, I'm a time traveler. Like, I'm multi-dimensional. My messages are timeless. And the way this works is we all go through the same things, but we go through them at different times. So what resonates now, what I have been through, you may be just going through, right? Or what I have learned, you may be needing. That's how this works. Everybody is your teacher. Everybody that you come into contact with in this matrix, because it's all a game, right? It's a matrix. We're here for soul ascension. But we have to remember that. But everybody is a lesson, a reason, a season, a lesson, a blessing. Okay? I love you. Love wins.